It begins with a box that you live in. It's a box that you live in, and in this box that you will live in you'll reside next to boxes who all earn their lives living by making more boxes and the squares used to build them. Do this well or often, and enough, and it'll earn you more boxes, or squares upon squares, or squares made to talk into, to hear other squares or squares viewed in long sittings. And in no time flat, you'll be making squares, trading squares, with 3 square meals a day. Now that's modular living. And really, we regret to inform you that without squares you won't fit in norms and ever be thought of as in good enough form, because in squares there is distance, and in distance there is safety, while in proximity is death and sickness, and death is always destiny. I brushed off these warnings like I brushed off anyone who didn't meet my standards, which I admit up until that point had been pretty low, non-existent really. Every trick and daddy, twink and Guido, behind boxers, underwear, under Speedo, I conquered them all, each a trophy, or better yet, a mountain, or more realistically, a mirror, to reflect the only one that truly mattered then, me, the young artist, brilliant at times, albeit moody, not the tallest fellow, but they say he has a big dick and isn't afraid to put out. He could be fucking you to prove a point, or maybe he just likes the validation, or maybe he's insecure and petty, but if that's the case, we won't tell anyone, because confidence means keeping a distance. In distance, there is safety. In proximity, there is shame. Old habits died hard, and we'd been told while still young, build your walls with thick layers of latex or sheepskin. Or build them so that water could not seep its way in, or build them so that no one could possibly win. It was that night just before my 20th birthday that Saturn turned a corner and started heading my way that we finally met. We were roughly the same height, he and I, both vertically and horizontally, with similar smiles and similar tricks, and we both made our incomes selling similar dicks. We'd been gifted with charms and wit, and maybe confidence, probably only maybe confidence. As confidence, at best, we both knew was faked. I had been stalking him on the internet, often reading his ad 2-3 times a day, dreaming that perhaps we'd meet, and that was the day he said hello back, for the first time, and we decided to meet. Because cruising was for our older brothers, and they had died in 1984, in 89, and 93. He lived in an apartment on the hill near the park and by the cathedral and Ghiberti's bronze doors. On our first date, he showed them to me, after I told him I loved Renaissance art, and I showed him that it was the sacrifice of Abraham that had been his crowning achievement. Would you kill for me, I asked. As much as I would die for you, he answered. Do you know death? I asked. Death flows in me as it did in my brothers, as it does in you, he answered. What a fucked up family tree we have, I joked. How do you feel about squares? I asked. I fucking hate them, he answered. And modular living? I hate that too. And building walls? I hate those too. And how is your wall? It's cracked and shabby. And how is my wall? It's cracked and shabby. But I hear it's got a big dick. He joked.